Welcome back to the channel. My name is Emory. Thanks so much for being here. This channel is dedicated to helping you get better at backpacking, and today I just want to show you the brand new revamped Kuiu Kenai Insulation line. Now, as you can tell, I still have the tags on this because I'm not quite sure that I want to keep it, and I want to talk about that in this video. It's not that it's a bad product by any means, but if you know me, you know my rules about buying new gear. It either has to move the needle or it has to be a lot of fun. Obviously, this is a lot of fun to buy new equipment, but I don't really know that I need it. Before we go into the rest of the video, let's just briefly blast over what's different about this new Kenai update, and that is essentially they've revamped the insulation to be a little more waterproof. Apparently, from what I can tell, there's really not a whole lot of difference in the material. I have a Kenai jacket, and I'll pull it up one second. This is my old Kenai insulation layer. This one actually has the hood, and I don't know why I didn't get the hood for this jacket, but essentially they are the same thing. But as you can see, there are baffles. You see those horizontal lines on this? This jacket doesn't have that. That's essentially the biggest difference other than the actual insulation material. The insulation does feel the same thickness. It's pretty thin. These are very light insulation layers. But the reason why I bought them is because I was interested in the actual bottoms. They are lighter than my current insulation layer, so I'm always looking to cut weight. And I did save a few ounces, but I'm not really sure it was worth it. And the main reason I am hesitant to keep them is this main reason. There's actually two reasons. I expected the material, the outer material, to be a little bit different. It's not different, and that's a little concerning to me because I haven't had this jacket for too terribly long, but there's this pilling that is occurring where it kind of rubs up against stuff. And that just means, like, you can see this, you see how that's kind of pilling and coming up, and there's like these strings that are coming loose. For not having this jacket for very long, that's a little concerning. Now, this is not an outer layer jacket, but still, it's just a little concerning. And so I anticipated this line being a little bit different in regards to the material, the outer material. So when this one showed up, I was like, oh, it's the same. Now, what's really cool about this design is that, one, it's synthetic insulation. This version happens to be apparently a little more waterproof, so resistant to weather. The insulation, not the outer side, not the outer material. And the features of the jacket. Let me just go through that real quick. First of all, it has a hood, and it actually has a cinch. Now, the hood doesn't really fit that well, and I'm not really sure. Again, everyone has a different fit that they like, but I'm not super impressed. I'm not super disappointed, but I kind of wanted a tighter fit. But it does have a drawstring. This comes up quite a ways. It's got a chest pocket, and it's also got drawstrings on the bottom, and I can take it off and show you. So these drawstrings on the bottom, these help kind of secure it so there's no drafts or anything like that. Now, the insulation is really nice, and I really like it. But again, the pilling, and the second reason is this, and it's regards to the pants. Let me show you the pants. Okay, these are the Kuiu Kenai pants. I specifically bought these because they were lighter than my first light insulation layer. But again, when they showed up with this fairly delicate material, they say that they're like reinforced on the seat, and you can kind of see that they're I wouldn't call them reinforced by any means, but I guess there's like another layer on there. But here's the thing that I don't like about it. Do you see a fly? That's the front, and that's the back. The fly goes in the front, right? There's no fly on these pants, so it makes it a little difficult to put on. So what you have to do to get these on is undo the Velcro, unzip the pant on both sides, or one side at least, and then pull them on, and then zip it back up, put the Velcro back on. And if you know anything about Velcro, then you would know that eventually it's going to wear out. Whereas my insulation pants from First Light have a fly like a regular pair of pants. It makes it very easy to go on, but they also have the Velcro sides here. Also, what's different about the First Light insulation pants is that the material is more of that, what you would find in a down insulation. I think that's gonna wear a lot better. Even though you're not busting through the brush in this stuff, you are possibly sitting on rocks and sticks and dirt. And so that nylon fabric is gonna protect the pant a little bit better than what this is going to. Again, I really like these pants and they're a little bit lighter, but I'm not so sure that in regards to wearability and durability that these are gonna last a long time. So most likely I'm going to send these back, specifically the pants. I'm up in the air about the jacket. And the only reason why is because I really want the hood, just because it's nice to layer up your head when it gets cold. That's basically where I'm at. I'm kind of trying to decide if I want to send them back or if I want to keep them. But I wanted to make this video just kind of show you the differences. One thing I want to note about the positive side of synthetic insulation is that if you live in an area like myself that gets a lot of rain and you expect a lot of rain, it's still going to keep you warm. Also, if you plan on hiking in your insulation layer, like you want to move from one spot to the next, you don't want to strip a layer, down is going to heat you up really, really quickly, whereas synthetic insulation is going to breathe a little bit better. And especially with this material being so breathable and not that nylon that's going to keep heat in. I know we're talking about insulation layers, but every type of insulation layer keeps heat in, but it also breathes differently. So this is going to breathe a lot more than an insulation layer with that standard nylon outer. So if you're active a lot, you want to be in your insulation layer, then this is really great for that. But if you just want to have an insulation layer to put on and then strip off when you start moving, you might want to look elsewhere. It'll retain heat a little bit better. So yeah, that's pretty much the video. I mean, aside from that, there's pit zips on both models. So pit zips on this guy, which is really nice for dumping heat. Again, drawstring cordage on the bottom and then on your hood as well. And they have some interior pockets, but I don't know anyone that puts stuff on the inside of their jacket. Anyhow, that's it. That's the video. Nothing too mind-blowing. I just want to give you like a first look at the new Kuiu Kenai revised line. And really, it comes down to the type of insulation that they put in it. It's a little more water resistant, which I'm not really sure that moves the needle very much in my book. Now, if I don't have an insulation layer and I'm looking to pick one up, yeah, this is awesome. These are great. And if I'm willing to be, very careful with my pants and my jacket, then they're great. It's up to you to decide. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm happy to answer them and give you my thoughts. I don't know everything, but I have some thoughts and opinions. If you want them, just leave some comments below. Thanks so much for checking out the video. If you're new to backpacking, you want to check out the backpacking course, there are links in the description. Also, I have a podcast called the Byline Podcast. You want to check that out. Links are also in the description for that. If you're headed out on an adventure anytime soon, be safe, make great decisions, and we'll see you next time.